Does your dog stretch when they see you? You walk through the door and instead of just running over, they stop, drop low, and stretch their whole body out in your direction. It's adorable, but behind that stretch, there's something deeper that most people miss. And if you misread it, you could be overlooking one of the clearest messages your dog has been sending you for years. Later, I'll show you how the exact same stretch can be a warning sign that something is seriously wrong, and how to spot the difference. Let's start with the one thing most people get wrong. 1. The greeting stretch. Stiff muscles, quick reset, same thing you do after sitting too long. But here's the thing, dogs don't do this stretch for just anyone. A regular wake-up stretch is fast. Your dog does it, shakes off, moves on. No eye contact, no pause. A golden retriever on the living room floor, barely lifting their head before flopping back down. The stretch they do when they see you is completely different. It's slower. They look at you first. Then they drop into it. Front legs forward, chest low, rear end up. Tail easy, eyes soft. A Labrador by the front door, unfolding toward you the second they hear the lock turn. That pause before they drop is everything. A regular stretch happens to their body. This one happens because of you. But that's only half of it. 2. The trust signal is something most owners have never been told. When a dog feels nervous, their body locks up. Everything tightens. But when your dog drops into that slow stretch right in front of you, they're doing the opposite. Belly exposed, spine long, every muscle soft. In dog body language, that's about as wide open as they can get. They're saying, I feel so safe with you that I don't need to guard myself at all. This isn't random, it's one of the clearest trust signals a dog can give. And here's where it gets deeper. When your dog sees you after being apart, even just a few hours, their brain releases oxytocin. That's the same hormone that bonds a mother to her newborn baby. A study in the journal Science found that when dogs and their owners look into each other's eyes, both get a rush of it. The dog looks at you, you feel closer, you give more love, and that makes their brain release even more. It keeps building, back and forth, every time you're together. That stretch at the door? That's what that rush looks like on the outside. Your dog's body is reacting to how good it feels to see you. And a 2022 study found something most people still don't know about. Dogs actually tear up when they reunite with their owners. Not from pain, from emotion. Your dog's soft, glistening eyes looking up at you from mid-stretch might not just be warmth, it might be tears. Think about that for a second. You come home from a regular Tuesday at work, and your dog's brain floods with the same chemistry that bonds a parent to their child, every single time. And they might be tearing up while they do it. And hey, if you're the kind of person who actually wants to understand what's going on in your dog's head, you're in the right place. So hit subscribe. It's the best way to help us reach more dog people who actually care about understanding their dogs on a deeper level. 3. The stretch versus the bow. There's a version of this stretch that looks almost identical, but means something completely different. Ever seen your dog drop their front end down with their back end up and wondered if they wanted to play or were just saying hi? Here's how to tell. A play bow is fast and bouncy. 2 dogs in a park going back and forth, barking and spinning, elbows hitting the ground, legs spread wide. It's pure energy. It says, let's go. The greeting stretch is calm. Front legs lined up neatly, head lower, no bounce, slow, soft, and aimed right at you. A border collie at the front door doing this looks nothing like one doing a play bow in the backyard. It says, I see you, I'm glad you're here. If your dog stretches slowly when you first walk in, that's the greeting. If they bounce into a bow when you grab the leash, that's the play invite. Same shape, different conversation entirely. But here's what most owners miss. Your dog may have learned to make this stretch bigger over time. Every time they did it and you smiled, you told their brain, that works. So now some dogs really lean into it. They've turned the greeting stretch into a whole show because they know exactly what it does to you. They're not being sneaky. They figured out which move lights up your face, and they chose to keep speaking your language. Every single day. 4. The ancient code. This goes back a lot further than your living room. Wolves, foxes and wild dogs stretching together in the early morning light after waking. Part of it is loosening muscles before a hunt. But the other part is social. Stretching near a pack member is how they say, "I'm not a threat, I'm here, let's go." Your dog still carries that code. Something deep in their wiring recognizes you as pack. And that stretch at the door is the old ritual that says, "We're together, we're good." Researchers have also found that dogs learn your schedule with scary accuracy. If you come home around the same time each day, your dog's body starts getting ready before you even reach the door. That stretch isn't just a reaction to seeing you, it's preparation. Your dog has been counting down the hours, and that stretch is the moment the wait ends. Your dog isn't stretching because their back hurts. They're stretching because you matter enough for their whole body to get ready. And if you've ever rescued a dog who didn't stretch for you at first, but then one day, weeks or months in, they finally dropped into that long, slow stretch when you came through the door, that wasn't random. That was the day they decided you were safe. That was trust arriving. And if you notice that moment, you already know exactly what I mean. 5. The warning sign. This is the part I mentioned at the beginning, and this is something every dog owner needs to know. There is one version of this stretch that has nothing to do with love or trust or greeting. It's about pain. Vets call it the prayer position. A dog standing rigid, front legs out and chest pressed low, back slightly hunched, holding it stiffly. It looks like the greeting stretch, but everything about the feel is different. The dog isn't looking at you with soft eyes. They're holding the position, body stiff, back hunched. And they might do it over and over, even when nobody's walked through the door. This position takes pressure off the belly. Dogs do it when their stomach hurts badly, and the reasons can be serious: pancreatitis, bloat, a blockage, even poisoning. Here's how to tell the difference. A greeting stretch happens once, when they see you, and then it's over. Body loose, tail easy. A few seconds and they're done. A pain stretch happens over and over, held longer. Shows up in the middle of the night or during a walk for no reason. And it's often paired with not eating, throwing up, pacing, or a belly that feels hard. If your dog's stretching suddenly changes, don't brush it off. That's your dog telling you something is wrong in the only way they know how. A quick vet visit can catch it early, and early makes all the difference. So the next time you walk through that door and your dog drops into that big, slow stretch in your direction, stop for a second. That's your dog saying, in the most open, unguarded way their body knows how, that you are the person they waited for all day. Their muscles let go because you make them feel safe. Their body opens because they trust you with everything they have. And that warm feeling you get watching them do it, that's not just in your head. It's the same bond firing in both of you at the exact same time. That's the thing about dogs. Their love isn't complicated. It isn't hidden. It shows up every single day, right there on the floor, the second you come home. No words, no hesitation, just a stretch and everything they feel laid out in front of you. It was never just a stretch. It was always everything.